A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to my Maths Online class. So students, we were learning 5th chapter from your Maths book, right? The chapter is about fractions. So today, let's continue that chapter. All of you, open your books, page number 62. See, properties of multiplication of fractional numbers. The fractional numbers have properties of multiplication. So, we are going to learn that properties. Property 1, the product of two fractional numbers remains the same even their order of multiplication is changed. If we change the order of fractional numbers, then the product will remain the same. No change will there. See an example. We are multiplying these two fractional numbers 2 by 3 into 1 by 5. See, the product is 3 into 5, 3 5s are 15, 2 into 1, 2 1s are 2. So this is the product of these two fractional numbers. So if we change the places of these two fractions, see what happened. If we write 1 by 5 before 2 by 3, what will happen? No change, because the product will remain the same. So this is the first property of multiplication of fractional numbers. Understand? There will be no change in the result if we change the order of fractional numbers. Okay? See property 2. The product of three fractional numbers remain the same even if their grouping of multiplication is changed. If we are multiplying three fractional numbers, then if we group the fractional numbers at the time of their multiplication, then the product will be remain the same. No change will there. See the example. These are the three fractional numbers. See what is the product of multiplication of these three fractions. If we first add this, first multiply these two, what will happen? 3 into 5, 3 5s are 15, 1 2s are 2 into this 3 by 4. 15 into 4, 60, 2 into 3, 2 3s are 6. So this is the answer. 6 1s are 6, 6 10s are 60, 1 by 10. This is the answer of multiplying these three fractional numbers by take the grouping of at first the first two fractions, and now I am going to group the second two fractions. See, 1 by 3 into 2 by 5 into 3 by 4. Now I am going to do this part first. See what happened. 1 by 3 into 5 4s are 20, 2 3s are 6. The answer will be 6 1s are 6, 60. The answer will same, 1 by 10. So there will be no change if we grouping of multiplication is changed. No effect. Understand? So this is the property 2. Now see property 3. The product of 1 and a fractional number is the fractional number itself. If we multiply a fractional numbers by 1, then the product will be the fractional number itself. See, if we multiply 1 with 1 by 5, then the product will be 5. Here also 1 is present as denominator. 1 by 5 1s are 5, 1 1s are 1. So the product will be the number itself. We are multiplying 1 with this fraction and we got the same fraction as the product, as the result. So this is the property 3. Understand? If we multiply or the product of 1 and a fractional number is the fractional number itself. So we will get the fractional number itself. Property 4. The product of 0 and a fractional number is always 0. This is like the whole number. If we multiply 0 with the whole number, we will get, if we multiply 0 with a whole number, we will get 0. And This is same for a fraction also. If we multiply 0 with a fraction, then we will get 0. This is the property 4. Understand? Now say multiplicative inverse of a fractional numbers. If the product of two numbers is 1, then its number is known as multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal of one another. If product of two number is 1, see, if we multiply 3 into 1 by 3, then what will be the answer? The answer will be 3. Here as denominator 1 is always present below a whole number, and 1 3s are 3, 3 1s are 3, and this will, we can cut this, we can divide this 3 by this 3, 3 1s are 3, so the result is 3. The product of, if the product of two number is 1, then so 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 3. And what is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 3? 3. Okay, and what is the multiplication of 3? That is 1 by 3. Understand? These are the multiplicative index of each other. Multiplicative index of this is this, and multiplicative index of this 3 is 1 by 3. Because if we multiply this 3 and 1 by 3, then we will get 1. Remember this, okay? See property 1. If the product of a fractional number and a whole number is 1, then each of the factors is the multiplicative inverse of the other. So we have already discussed this. In 1 by 5 into 5, if we multiply 1 by 5 into 5, then we will get 1. So we can say that 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5, and 1 by 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 5. Okay. So now see property 2. If the product of two fractional number is 1, then each of the fractional numbers is the multiplicative inverse of the other. See this. If we multiply 2 by 3 and 3 by 2, then what we will get? We can cut these 2 by these 2 because 2 1s are 2, and we can cut this 3 by this 3. 3 1s are 3, so the result is 1. So the multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Okay, just a short trick. You can, if any fraction is given like 7 by 2, then what is the multiplicative inverse of 7 by 2? That is 2 by 7. You can just inverse this. Okay, ultai by 2. 2 uparat jaba, 7 talat jaba. So like that we can easily write the multiplicative inverse of any fractions by remember this trick. Okay, and we can check what is the result of multiplication of these two. 7 by 2 into 2 by 7, we can cut this, so the number is, result is 1, the product is 1. So if we get the product 1, then we can say that 7 by 2 is the multiplicative index of 2 by 7, and 2 by 7 is the multiplicative index inverse of 7 by 2. Okay, so like that we can verify also that whether we are writing the fraction is right or not. Understand? See property 3. The multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1 itself, because 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Then 1 is the only number whose multiplicative inverse is the number itself. See, if we multiply 1 into 1, the answer will be 1. So we know that if product of any number is 1, then we can say that the numbers are multiplicative index of inverse of each other. So we have multiplied 1 by 1 and we have got 1. So we can say that 1 is the multiplicative inverse of itself. Understand? Now see property 4. 0 multiplied by any number is always 0. So we know that, and never equal to 1. If we multiply 0 with any number or any fraction, then we will get 0. So to get multiplicative inverse, we have to get 1 as the product. So here no chance of getting 1. Hence we can say that the multiplicative inverse of 0 does not exist. Okay. Property 5. The multiplicative inverse of a number greater than 1 is always less than 1. See, multiplicative inverse of a number greater than 1. Let us take any number greater than 1, that is 3. What is the multiplicative inverse of 3? We know that below a whole number always 1 is present as denominator. Just reverse this. So multiplicative inverse of 3 is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is smaller than 1. Hence we can say that multiplicative inverse of a number greater than 1 is always less than 1. Understand? Here see this, the number is 5 and the multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 by 5. Okay. Now property 6. The multiplicative inverse of a number less than 1 is always greater than 1. So let us consider a number which is less than 1. See, 1 by 2 is less than 1. We know that. And what is the multiplicative index of 1 by 2? Just reverse this. What is 2 by 1? 2 by 1 is ultimately 2. So multiplicative inverse of 1 by 2 is 2, which is greater than 1. Understand? So students, these are the properties of multiplication of fractional numbers. So I hope you all understand this. So in our next class, we will discuss the exercise 5.5. Okay. So till then, bye bye. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.